And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ringside right now. Uh, of course, I'm with the crew. We got Clint, Calvin, Curtis, and Jonathan. You know, I'm Pierre. And every now and then we like to do a little fun fantasy stuff. Of course, wrestling Mark's dream. And so Curtis came up with a very interesting fantasy booking that we could do. Curtis, tell us a little bit more about your idea.
This was actually inspired by the video game WWE All Stars, where there was a mode where you had legends versus current stars. Now, of course, I decided to kind of put a slight spin on it and go with legends versus, again, current stars. But of course, the current stars are obviously active, but the legends, they got to be retired. So, because it was my idea and I'm not bragging here, looks like I'm going to be going first. So I had to kind of borrow like an idea from WW All Stars, but kind of put in a different guy. So I decided to go with what my first match, two eccentric personalities. You got as eccentric as they could ever be, the late great Rowdy Roddy Piper versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Wow.
Okay.
That's nice. That's a nice match right there. That's a nice match.
Okay.
Got Roddy Piper.
Yeah. And of course, I try to have something for everybody. And of course, I'm sure even Clinton will enjoy a good tactical match. So, how technical can you get? Then the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Really.
Yes.
And my inner Teddy Long had to intervene here because I got to have a tag match player. So so I'm not even going to hype this up. FTR versus the Steiners.
Nice.
Ooh,
That doesn't need
that is an awesome match.
You know what? I actually used FTR, but different team, different opponents. We'll get to that later.
I love this segment, guys.
Yes. Yeah. And as of this recording, 420 is just around the corner. So you obviously know where I'm going here.
I know where this
Y'all know where I'm going here.
Already got started.
Matt Riddle versus Rob Van Dam.
A hell of a match, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, man, that would be an awesome match.
And especially with RVD's latest Instagram pictures, he looks great. So he looks like
in much better shape.
He's still wrestling.
I haven't seen him wrestle in a long time, but he is in a tremendous shape.
He probably looked like he still could.
And I got to get the ladies involved, and this was the most difficult one I could put together. So I had to throw in the opportunity versus somebody who just you just didn't want to mess with. Man or woman, you did not want to see this legend in an alley. Medusa versus Charlotte Flair.
Ooh. I like that match. I like that match.
That's a good match.
That's very good, bro.
And that concludes my card.
Man, that's a banger after banger after banger.
All right.
Jonathan, you want to go next?
Roddy Piper.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
That's nice.
My first match is Dusty versus his son, Cody.
Okay.
Okay.
In that match. And you said you had Piper. I had Piper in one of my matches. I'd love to have seen Roddy Piper and MJF wrestling.
I'm living for the promos already.
He took one of our matches.
The promos alone,
yeah.
Great match. I like, brother. All right, I got another Jeff Cobb in one of my matches. I had him facing the British Bulldog.
Okay.
Powerhouse. And then I said something about having Bill Dundee in one of my matches. Well, Bill's about 5'4", I think, and so is Jonathan Gresham.
I think Gresham would out wrestle Bill, but Bill would definitely out tough him.
Tough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool match. And then finally, I have Ricky Steamboat against Kenny Omega.
Man.
Mm.
Man.
Pretty good match. That'd be a pretty good match.
Okay.
That's a WrestleMania match right there.
Bruiser Brody approved.
Calvin, Clint, whoever wants to go next, y'all go ahead.
Calvin, you want to go?
All right, let me get the Lanny Pofotron here.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Lanny Poffo Tron 3000.
Yes. Pofo Concretron 3000.
Did you get the poem up, Greg? I'll buy it for you for Christmas.
So this time I got the legacy roster enhancement. So that's the next one.
Okay.
To get.
Downloadable.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we got here Chad Gable versus Mr. Perfect.
Ooh,
Man.
Hey.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Man.
who could sell like nobody's business.
Kind of pump it up a little bit. We got Shelton Benjamin versus Too Cold Scorpio.
Man.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Man.
Would have been good bookers, man.
We'll pump it up. We're gonna switch over to a women's match now. We have Asuka versus Luna Vachon.
Okay.
Hard hitting match. That
Makes
hard
sense.
hitting match.
That would be a hard hitting match.
That's a good fight there. Some tag team action. We have Coco Beware and Owen Hart, High Energy
Okay.
versus Top Flight.
Okay.
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 Very
All right.
versatile. I like it.
All right.
And in the main event, we have Hulk Hogan from Japan
Okay.
Okay.
versus
He's
John
different.
Cena from ECW.
Against
Okay.
who?
All right.
That's some fun.
Okay.
Who from ECW?
That's that John Cena from ECW.
The one I couldn't see because he wasn't.
The Cena that fought RVD
His extended one night stand match.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
He did
Okay.
7 moves.
Instead of 3.
He did 7 moves.
Instead of the 5 moves,
Instead of
he
using
did
5,
7.
he threw in 2 extra for the Philly crowd.
Hey, Hogan.
Little special treat for you.
Hogan with Japanese matches. That dude could wrestle. I mean, he trained with that suit.
Oh yeah.
Like he looks like a completely different dude when you watch him in Japan. Like it's like
He's different. Hogan in Japan is different.
but they could do a big match feel, like a big mega match feel, but they're really like going in and putting in moves and going through it. Like that's I can sell that match. So Paul Fortran I think has done well here.
Yeah. Okay, so my turn. So first of all, let me say,
Yes, sir.
You took my Piper and MJF, but that's fine because I had so many matches. I had to cut some out anyway. I had HBK in a match, but I couldn't even decide who I wanted him to go against because he could wrestle so many great matches. I originally said Danielson because he trained him. Then I said Omega or Punk because they'll be great matches. I'm just going to skip that altogether. I'm going to start with my tag team match. FTR. Who said FTR earlier?
I believe I did.
Okay. You had him against Steiners. I got FTR against Arn and Tully.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my. Come on.
They're not
We're
active
talking about
though.
mirrors
They're
right
not
there.
active.
Mirrors of each other.
They're not active.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to take that back. Let's take that back. That works. That works.
All right.
That works perfectly.
All right. For 2 of the best big guys I've ever seen, I got Keith Lee versus Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh.
That was it. That's why I couldn't think of the other side of that match.
Big meaty men slapping me.
All right. This one should also be obvious. Samoa Joe versus Taz. Come on.
Okay.
No brainer. No brainer.
I'm with it.
All right. For another tag team match, because I mean they're basically the same gimmick, but it will still be a great match. Street Profits versus Crime Time.
Time. Okay. Okay.
Plus,
Wow, Caesar.
physically they match up, not just with the gimmick, but just physically. Dawkins and Shad. I mean, they match up. So
It's a lot that can go down in
The
that.
personalities match up.
Yeah,
for the
definitely.
last match, I went just way out there. Commander versus Hayabusa.
Wow.
Huh.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about
Ultimate Spot Fest.
Okada?
I'm impressed. Oh wow, that's a nice card, Clint.
Okay.
Well, I will say this: I think we're all on the same long lines as far as some wrestlers, because you might hear the same wrestlers within a lot of our cards. Um, to start mine off, I'm going to do Vader versus Samoa Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's a 7-star Dave Meltzer for me right there.
Jeez,
I
yeah.
mean, you got two big guys that can hit and they're athletic the
And
way they are.
that's gonna be a stiff match.
Vader.
They're not gonna hold back.
No, that's the reason why I booked it that way.
Yeah.
Of course, I gotta go tag, and somebody stole Street Profits, so it's Street Profits, but I had them taking on Harlem Heat.
Wow.
Okay.
You know,
that.
Yeah. And that matches up also, size wise. Yeah.
the size of Booker T and how he could move,
with
like
Montez,
it's scary.
and Stevie Ray and Dawkins.
It really
yeah,
is.
man.
Stevie Ray in and
Like-
of himself just standing there is scary, but like Booker T and his size plus how he could move was just like, what am I watching?
Exactly.
Man, okay.
The third match, the third match, nobody mentioned these two, but I think it would be a great match only because, well, not only because, but they're very technical and they're very strong. I have Claudio versus Kerry Von Erich.
Man.
Fantastic.
That's gonna I'm gonna be put in the hospital watching that match.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the next match is definitely all about the swag, the attitude, but I think they would put on a hard hitting match too. MJF versus Rick Rude.
Oh yeah. Man, and the promo.
And
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Come on, Sweat Hogs. Both of them have said though. Come on, man.
I'm living for the promos. Living for the promos.
Yeah. Alone.
I'm gonna watch for the tights.
Yeah, Rude's gonna have MJF's girlfriend on his tights.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
She left him. I know. Did you not see that? They cut on him that one night.
That means she's gonna come out with Rick Rude then.
Yeah, even
better.
Yeah.
You're trying to start a riot.
I'd like for all you Long Island sweat hogs to do is feast your eyes on a real man.
Oh,
right. Wow.
Never.
See, yeah. And for the main event, and this goes to show that I think this guy's always considered one of the best wrestlers, period. Seth Rollins versus another guy who's considered one of the best wrestlers ever, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of the sellers ever.
Oh, I'm selling.
Discus punch. You ever seen him get hit by Kerry Von Erich with that discus punch?
You know what? Speaking of selling, what about Mr. Perfect and Dolph Ziggler?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Ziggler's underrated.
They almost look the same.
Incredible.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect could sell like wildfire. And he was a great wrestler.
So,
personality.
But yeah, that's basically, my list right there. So
this was incredible.
Man, everybody put together a good card. I mean, I think anybody would pay to watch any of those cards, period.
Shoot, any of those matches, any of those matches alone would sell.
I'm going back and watching these people. Like I'm gonna go find me some Bam Bam Bigelow matches on Peacock. Some classic Harlem Heat matches, like.
I'm gonna go back and watch Bam Bam and Taz when he put them through the ring again.
Oh yeah.
ECW, yeah.
Oh yeah.
As hard hitting as that Intercontinental match was at WrestleMania, Samoa Joe and Vader would be like, man,
they would beat the crap out of each other.
Vader used to throw, man. Remember you were talking about Booker T being agile? Vader was like 450 pounds.
Yeah.
And doing backflips.
Doing, yeah.
And you know what?
Right.
They
And then you got Joe
criminally
diving through the ropes.
Yeah.
You know,
He
he's
was-
super athletic.
Vader was criminally underpushed in WWE.
Yes, he was.
I mean, just
Vince
awful.
did him wrong. And just I said he got bullied by the clique, especially Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels.
Oh
It's
yeah.
ridiculous. But you know, those have been our matches, people. Why don't you tell us? Do you like our cards? Do you like our matches? Do you have any matches at all that maybe you think we missed?
Love
But
to
be
hear
sure to
'em.
like and comment below. Tell us. Hit that notification button. Say, hey, you guys, what about this? What about that? Let us know.
You have any suggestions for
And
fans?
Clint, where can they find Clint? Where can they find us at on YouTube again?
On YouTube,
Just
it's
in case.
at Ringside right now.
And IG
Also, Ringside right now.
Twitter?
Not later.
and Jonathan
Right now.
right now.
We're gonna
And Jonathan, what about your space?
My page is Nuxie and Wadi's World of Wonder. It's at Nuxie NUCKSY.
Well, hey, that's great. Just remember, always hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's gonna be somewhere, probably down here somewhere, more than likely. But for the crew, Jonathan, Curtis, Calvin, Clint, I am Pierre, and of course, we hope you enjoyed this further episode of Ringside right now.
Good job, fellas. Great cards.
All right. Good show.
It's good.
I got some classic wrestling to watch.
Uh-huh.
Those are some great matches, fellas.
Man, Pierre, yours was great. Gary
Yeah.
Bonnet. He was
Yeah, Kara, damn.
I was just trying to think of wrestlers that kind of skills wise match each other.
because I was like, ooh, I want a steamboat match. And I was like, who could? I was like, ooh, Kenny Omega could probably wrestle.
See, that's what yeah, Steamboat Omega, I could see
Like
that match.
Bulldog,
Yeah.
and just a couple of powerhouses. That would have been a good match.
Yeah. And the thing was, I was trying to find somebody for Roman, but it was like you really can't. That's comparable skill wise, in my opinion.
He could have wrestled his dad, Sika. Pretty cool.
Ah,
He was a
I
tag
think he's more skilled than his
team.
dad.
Sika was a tag wrestler.
Like I'm trying to think of somebody from the past that was kind of like a Roman, and I can't really
The Rock
think
is
of any. Like I couldn't think of anybody really with flair.
whoever, you can't touch Flair.
Just
Mm-mm.
and even Dusty. I mean, the good match that you put, Dusty against his son, but just Dusty.
Dusty's kind of good. Yeah,
That
it's kind of
Dusty's
I mean,
kind of
but-
hard to pair.
Yeah, Cody doesn't. I mean, that's a good match, but Cody doesn't live up to Dusty. But
Mm-mm.
Dusty's one of those ones you can't touch. So
Dusty was different.
So,
I would have loved to have seen Piper and MJ.
oh,
That would, I mean, promos alone for those two would be awesome.
yeah. What's the over/under on boundaries push?
Dundee and Gresham was an interesting little match with a couple of 5'4" guys.
But Dundee's a brawler, whereas Gresham is super technical.
You said Aldis signed with Impact? Did you say
who did?
Aldis? Did he sign with Impact?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he
Yeah.
signed with Impact. Yeah. I mean, how old is all this? Because I think that's kind of why maybe
Nobody else. wanted him.
WWE really wasn't really interested in him because he's been at it for a minute.
He's at least in his 40s.
Plus, I mean, I don't think they would have any room for
Eight.
him. He would get
He's 36.
he would get pushed down like Bobby Roode did.
I thought he was older than that. He's 36.
Aldis is 36.
I thought he was
36.
older than that. I thought he was in his 40s.
So how was he when he was Brutus Magnus?
16.
Like 20?
Goodness. Late 20s, probably.
He's signed short term until something opens up or something. He's not old. He can still.
That's crazy. I
I mean,
could
other
have
than
sworn
Ring
he
of,
was older than that.
other than Ring of Honor, I don't really see him going anywhere else.
Is Mickey James in Impact?
Yeah, but at
Yeah.
Impact, she actually just got hurt.
That's why he probably went there. Then.
Yeah,
Be close to his wife, but I can't say I fault him for that.
yeah.
They should let him
you
wrestle.
know, that
That'd be pretty cool. I'd let him wrestle like Claudio or something.
would be that'd be a pretty good
I
match.
mean,
Him and
great.
Claudio, because I think Claudio's older than Magnus, older than Aldis.
I can't believe he's 36 years old. I thought he was for sure at least 40.
What about Moxley
Right.
versus New Jack?
Wait, who was New Jack?
Your matches, I could
Moxley.
No,
Oh no!
Oh no, Nick Gage versus New Jack.
well, that would be the match right there.
Whoever books that match is kissing their.
Never mind. Somebody would die. Somebody would die in that match.
No, I tell you, what would be a good Legends match. I guess you want to call it that.
for
New
real.
Jack versus Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh hell!
Oh,
I think he tried to kill Abdullah. I'll be worried for
Yeah.
Abdullah, like for real.
I'm sorry that I never made it to Abdullah the Butcher's rib shack down in Atlanta.
You didn't miss anything.
It wasn't much.
Yeah.
You either? Really?
Yeah, we went there when we went to Atlanta for WrestleMania. It wasn't all that great.
We ate, then we went to the Hall of Fame.
It was worth going just to say you went, but the food wasn't all that great.
I was honestly sad to hear Lawler's barbecue place, but I
It was-
was
yeah.
halfway
Yeah.
decent.
We did see Davey Richards there. That's one. That's that.
Yeah, David Richards walked in and said, "You know what? I just wanted to come here. That's it. I just want to say I can't." He walked right back out. I think he was there for like 2 minutes.